We're about to head We're about to head to Salem, Massachusetts. So if you're ready, let's freaking go. I'm so excited. I actually went to Old Navy and bought this sweater today and these black pants and new boot goofing because my shoes that I brought were killing my feet. So this is the fit. Hat is Old Navy, sweater is Old Navy, pants are Old Navy, everything's Old Navy except for the shoes, you know, but I am so excited. I feel like I'm on cloud nine. I've wanted to go to Salem, Massachusetts before I was even conceived in the womb. Well, you're not conceived in the womb, but before I was even conceived, before I was an idea into the world, I knew I belonged in Salem, Massachusetts. So let's go. I'm excited.
I'm good. This is all my work. Make yourself at home. All the prints are available, sleeves or framed. Also got some shirts on clearance.
How are you doing this evening?
Oh, come on.
I never feel.
Jamil, I'm gonna go over here.
How you doing, Brian? Good?
Oh, yeah. We're doing it.
Artists, it deserves to be paid. Yeah, artistry.
What's that? Oh, teeth. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Beautiful.
My daughter sit next to you and get a picture?
Wait, did you already get your picture?
Oh, no, that's okay.
Are you sure?
No, I wasn't going to get one.
Okay,
That's okay.
all right.
Yeah, I'm literally in heaven. Hold on. I'm not even gonna talk about how much money I've spent, but look at this. I am really hungry, so I need to look for some food. This is so much fun.
Which will happen in the future. Oh, I haven't tried it. Yeah, I'm going with the tip. No worries, yeah.
Oh, it's a. Yep.
These are awesome.
I thought you liked it. I thought you liked it. I thought you liked it.
I thought you liked it.
I'm thinking. Okay, you're still back here. Yeah.
And there's your going popular.
What's that? The place on the
Oh. Small little after the back. And the guy with the front cap.
Yeah,
The fortune teller. What are you going on about?
Okay, I waited in line to get pizza and then it sold out, but I finally got food. I got crab rangoons. I'm so hungry. Oh my god. All of the vendors are amazing. I have gotten so much stuff. Everyone has been so sweet. And I'm here by myself. That's okay. I'm taking a train back to Boston. So I have to be there by like a certain time, but yeah. This has a lot of cilantro in it. Oh. I'm not a fan of cilantro, I'm not gonna lie. It's really, really heavy on the cilantro. I also got like the pork buns. I'm excited to try these, okay? Hopefully these are good. Oh, there's jalapenos. Damn. Let me take off the jalapeno. I don't know about that. Let's see what else there is. More jalapeno, cilantro. Take that off. Okay. Let's take a bite. Oh my god. That's really good. Okay. Yeah. I really wish my husband was here with me, but I was in Boston for a work trip. And like, he stayed home to watch the dogs. But yeah, this would be fun with him. The pork buns are really good. I should have got double pork buns, honestly, because I knew I would like these. That looks so good. Oh, really good. Where'd my napkin go? They also have apple cider. And they also have like this cookie stand that looks really good. But I just got a seltzer. It's really good. Delicious. Hope this doesn't hurt my stomach. What time is it? Okay. Oh, you're sitting on my phone. Oh shit. I'm gonna take my stomach medicine. I'm supposed to take it before I eat, but I took it while I was eating lunch with my coworkers, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like because I'm a grandma. My coworker was like, is that so you don't shit your pants? And I was like, no. Oh my god. I've never shit my pants before. Okay. I did put... Okay, there it is. It's just this tiny little pill that slows down my intestines. But the bad thing is that it makes me really sleepy. So I'm not looking forward to that. But it's okay. Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of the spring rolls because there's too much cilantro. I wonder if I could take the cilantro out. Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel any sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my food away and then go to some more booths, and then in about probably like 30 minutes I'll head to the train. And I'll take the train back to Boston. Okay, I just went to Cookie Monster and I got a double chocolate chip cookie. I asked the guy, I was like, what's your favorite flavor? And he was like, double chocolate chip. And then the other guy was like, or salted caramel. And then they were like, you should get both. And I was like, I'm just a girl. So I got one. I need to be at the train station by like, I would say like 10:40 to be 45 to be safe. Because I don't want to miss it. It's the last one. Having a blast. Let's try this cookie. Okay. The double chocolate chip. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. It's honestly so much better than what I imagined it would be. This is really creepy. Look at this. I love it.
RV van, and like I'm vending here next weekend, so in between we're gonna be driving around places. Might go to Rhode Island.
Oh, cool.
No, maybe not Rhode Island. Maybe.
What am I talking about?
What's the one? New Hampshire.
I'm at the train station, about to take the train to Boston from Salem. I mean, freaking pinch me. This is literally a dream come true. I get to take a train. I'm so excited. I mean, I've been on a train before, but like, this just feels like, you know, legit. Because it is. Like, I'm taking a train from Salem, Massachusetts to Boston, Massachusetts. How is this real life? Someone's throwing up. It's gross. That's really disgusting. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, I'm from Virginia.
Oh, okay, we're from Ohio. And I was like, these signs like don't make sense. I was like, I'm not trying to go to Salem or whatever. Anyway, she like described it all and it was beautiful. Loved her. But
Yeah, it's not self-explanatory. I actually took
no, right?
I took an Uber.
Yeah, that's what we were like debating on doing. You took an Uber to here?
Yeah,
Well, actually, no, the train is faster.
I had like 5 Ubers cancel on me
Oh, really?
because they don't want to go this far. Like, I feel like I'm going to Hogwarts. This definitely feels like platform 9 3/4, you know? Like,
Have you ever been to London?
no.
The buses are legit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Minus the fact that they squeeze in size in the second movie.
Oh, yeah.
Or the third, I really want.
Y'all want to be in my vlog?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Get off! Edit out maybe it's off. Why are we getting we're on the wrong train? Oh, we are? Is one train? I told everyone, I was like, careful what to say on my trucking next on you. My sister said, or my cousin said she had a lot in her freezer. I'm like, I don't know what that means. That's wild. No, I think it's really Chelsea too. I'll ask her. It's right after Boston. I'm not even direction. Like, we stopped at
I got a train ticket, a real train ticket. Put it in my journal. I'm literally, no Ubers would fucking pick me up because the traffic's so bad. So I'm walking from the train station. Fuck. Oh my God. I keep getting spooked. Literally, I'm so scared. But look how pretty. Not the safest thing. I'm scared. Do not recommend walking alone in this city, but yeah. I'm just trying to get to my fucking hotel. Okay, I made it. That was scary, I'm not gonna lie. Some streets were worse than others. I didn't intentionally do that, but anyways, we made it safe. We got an Uber finally. I want to show you guys some of the stuff I got because some of the stuff is so freaking cute. Oh my God. Well, not like just cute, but like just, you know, spooky. I just love everything so much. Start off with, this says there's a little witch in all of us. You hang it up so it's like goes on the wall. And then I believe this is just like resin art, but it's really cool. It's by Crystal Bunny Designs. And then this is Sam from Trick or Treat. So yeah, thought those were really cute. I also got some stickers, but I'm not gonna pull out the sticker. I got a lot of stickers, you guys, okay? So let's look at the art prints that I got. Well, some of them. Most of them. Oh, no, I'll show you all the art prints. Okay, this says Pride Month, but I have followed this artist for a while on Instagram, and whenever I saw this, I was like, sold. Sold. I love this print. I think they made it a couple years ago, and it's just amazing. So now I own it. And then this one, it says, damn, that's fucked. And then it says, yeah. So it's just like two crows talking to each other. Oh, it smells good. I approve. And then I got some more art prints from this other booth. I just loved these. I kind of had like a theme going on, and whenever I handed her the prints I wanted, she was like, oh, you have a theme. You stay home a lot? And I was like, yes, like she gets it. These prints are just so cool. This one says, sorry, gotta stay home and sit with my cats alone in the dark tonight, maybe next year. And then this one, I was like, oh, that's me and my husband in our little cozy cabin in the woods that we never leave. The artist's name is Sophie Rapata. And then I got this one because I was like, that's so cute. Let's see. And then this one, I don't know if I showed you that. I think I got a small one. And that was like, I got a freebie in there because I bought so many. This one says, you make the bats in me flutter. Adorable. And then this one is just like a spooky girl reading a book. Yeah. This Faire, I mean, you're just supporting artists and small business. And so like, I don't have much guilt, you know, going hard. Okay. I did meet Sam she's the creator of Halloween Happy, or her, no, not Halloween. Yeah. 100 Days of Halloween, but her handle is Halloween Happy. And I bought this autumn bejeweled notebook. I was just like, that is gorgeous, and that's coming home with me. So I just thought that was really cool. And then I bought like a bunch of stickers, this little notepad journal thing. It's like a weekly planner, and I think I might use this for jotting down ideas or things I need to do. Like that wouldn't go in my planner. And then I got this Lisa Frankenstein bookmark. I got a few bookmarks from her. I also got a Taylor Swift bookmark with the tassel. And then I got the Terrifier bookmark. And then I bought a bunch of stickers from her. So I'm not going to go through all of them. But this one's really cool. It just says Salem on it, and it's a black heart. I'm going to try and go kind of quick because otherwise we'll be here all night. Oh, this is a t-shirt. I forgot I got this. Okay. This was one of the first things I got. It says, The Black Veil presents the Salem Night Fair. It's so cool. Love it. And then, oh, this thing is cool. Oh, this was another bookmark I got from one artist. This is the only thing I bought from his booth. And I was just like in love with this bookmark. I just think it is so gorgeous. And it's not even a print. At least it looks like, well, maybe it is a print. I don't know. It literally looked like he drew it on this bookmark, but I don't know. I just think it's so gorgeous. I love that. So yeah, I got quite a few bookmarks. I got a lot of stickers. For booths that I would walk up to, and if I didn't see anything that like really stuck out to me or anything that I could like afford, I did buy some stickers. I tried to like buy a magnet or something, like, because I know that this says Salem, it's a magnet. I know that like it means a lot to them, and they were just so sweet. Like everyone was just so kind. Okay, and this mug is so cool. I love it so much. I don't know what booth this was from, but it just has a jack-o'-lantern. New favorite mug. I got a bunch of business cards because I want to put them in my junk journal. Okay, Okay, I got this handmade jack-o'-lantern. I thought it was just so spooky and just creepy, and I could just put it on my bookshelf and keep it there as like a keepsake. I mean, all of this stuff is keepsake, but, and then this little zippy pouch. It's so cute. I love jack-o'-lanterns. It's like one of my favorite. I prefer jack-o'-lanterns over anything else, to be honest. Like, as far as, you know, like, I know some people like ghosts or like, I don't know. What am I even saying? I'm really tired. I think that's mostly everything. That's my haul. And tomorrow I might take a train back to Salem. I'm excited. Can I film your baby?
Yeah, of course.
Where is that from?
For the magic parlor.
Oh my god.
You want to hold him?
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah. You look cute.
I want to go with my D&D group.
It is amazing.
Okay, I'm currently doing a haunted house by myself. What the hell is this? Do I go through there? I don't know where to go. Oh, it's right here. Spooky, scary. This is actually really scary. Hold on. god, that's me. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, this shit is like, this is scary. Oh shit. Oh my god.
I can see it from behind. Oh wait, over here. What's so great about that fit? And then over here, you know, I would do this is really cute. Yeah. Oh, you have. What did I put? It is? Kinsley, we're staying together.
If you want to go by yourself, go ahead, get that started. Oh, thank you. I would say about an hour and 30 minutes. All of the stuff in here are original. Well, that was a reproduction. But I do have an original Farm and Grove calendar in there from like 1941. Oh, right there.
Our goal with this, our first presentation, is to show you the forces that led to their tragic fates. Now, this presentation will be occurring above and all around you. It will begin on your left side of the auditorium, right here, and move counterclockwise around the room. If at any point you need to get up and move around,
to the famous Salem Witch Museum. We are going to show you the witchcraft trials which took place in Salem Village in 1692. Do you believe in witches? Millions of your ancestors did. Worship of the powers of evil, of the forces behind storm and sickness and drought and death was man's first religion. The witch was its priestess. Long after Christianity had come, it survived in secret. On the witches' Sabbath, the covens of 13 would gather round their magic 9-foot circle. The fire would be lit beneath the cauldron. The scourge and pentacle and asame, the black-handled sacrificial knife would appear, and the ancient ritual invoking the evil one would begin. To the good folk of Salem in 1692, the devil and witchcraft were realities. They could hear him in the howling of wolves, in the creaking of an old house on a winter's night. They lived in dread of the Indians, of diseases such as smallpox, which killed their children without reason, of the home government in England even, which had threatened to take away their lands and their charter. Fear was the climate of their lives. And for hours every Sunday, their ministers warned them against the devil, the Prince of Darkness, who was everywhere, who whispered evil thoughts into the minds of the unguarded, tempting them to sign his book, to sell their souls for power and riches in this life. He it was who met with half-mad old women in the forest to perform unspeakable rites, who threatened us all with eternal damnation. Satan. He had come to New England, so preachers like Cotton Mather said, to undo God's kingdom, setting snares for the unwary, forever watching, waiting to claim his own. Here is the Putnam House, typical of its day, everything in it plain and practical. People then had little time for play. The men in summer worked at farming or fishing. In winter they mended fences or nets, or went hunting in the woodlands for partridge or wild turkey. The women toiled the year round at cooking, washing, scrubbing and sanding the floors. molding tallow candles to light the long winter nights. For young people, especially girls, there was not much amusement. A girl like little Ann Putnam, having done her household duties, would not be encouraged to run and play, to meet boys, to be frivolous. The Puritan God forbade it. Trapped as they were in this somber adult world, it is not surprising that girls of the time became restless and resentful. But the hand of authority was so heavy upon them, they dared not express themselves, except sometimes in attacks of what we call hysteria, wild, destructive emotional outbursts. Anne had more reason than most for being disturbed. Her mother was an embittered woman whose sister had died in childbirth. Mrs. Putnam herself had had 2 children who had died, and lately had started dreaming about her sister and her own dead babies. It seems that in her distraction, Mrs. Putnam considered turning away from her God and trying to contact the dead by forbidden means. And in this little Anne was to be her helpmate. For Anne was one of a circle of girls who had begun to meet quite regularly in the house of the Reverend Samuel Paris. The center of these meetings was old Tituba, a black woman whom Paris had brought back as his servant from Barbados. To amuse the girls, Tituba told them stories or showed them tricks and scraps of magic, some of which had probably come over with her ancestors in the slave ships from Africa. Anne's mother may have thought to use Tituba as her means of communing with the dead, but things shortly took a very different turn. Poor innocent Tituba. Little did she imagine that the tale she told to pass a winter's afternoon would soon be used against her. Nor could she have guessed that the terrible suspicions at first concentrated upon her would spread to involve so many, many others. The very fact that her circle met in the house of a minister made the girls all the more guilty about what they were doing. From playing at witchcraft, they would come to believe themselves bewitched, and shortly be laying the blame for their condition upon others. An explosion was coming. One of the first to give way was Betty Paris, a frail, suggestible child, the daughter of the Reverend Paris himself. She began to fall into trance-like states, her eyes fixed, her body rigid. The disorder next spread to Abigail Williams, her cousin who lived in the same household. She began to babble or to run around on all fours, making barking or braying noises. When his daughter's condition became frighteningly acute, the Reverend Paris called in Dr. Griggs, a physician in the village. Dr. Griggs was at a loss. His simple medical knowledge told him the girl did not have fever or epilepsy or the usual forms of madness. What did she have? Whatever the malady was, dozens of other young girls would soon be catching it. Within a few days, Dr. Griggs would be making the same calls, asking the same futile questions in houses all over Salem village.
Betty, child, what afflicts thee?
Betty, speak, in God's name, who has done this to thee?
It began to seem to the villagers that they were seeing the devil's work. The girls were possessed. They twitched and spoke in tongues. It was not a case for medicine at all. Said the doctor, the evil hand is upon them. It was for men of the church to discover who was responsible. The girls now began to be questioned night and day, the Reverend Paris himself taking the lead in these inquisitions. The sternest efforts were made to wring from them some hint as to who had bewitched them. It was not an easy task. At first, the girls would not answer. They simply screamed and writhed or did blasphemous things such as dashing a Bible against the wall. But gradually they began to give names. Betty Paris, driven frantic by her inquisitors, and probably calling out to her old black nurse for help, thought, Tituba. Oh, Tituba. and that poor woman became among the first to be accused as a witch. Others, much less likely, named by the Madden girls almost it seemed at random, were also accused. Among them was a woman known all her life for piety and uprightness, but now grown old and ill and almost too deaf to hear the charges against her. Rebecca Nurse. The fact that Rebecca could scarcely walk at the time in no way affected the accusation of witchcraft. The hysterical girls, carried away, began giving what was called spectral evidence. Visions they claimed to have had of the accused. According to Ann Putnam and Abigail Williams, Rebecca's shape, her astral self or soul, had been seen flying about, while in body she lay at home in bed. At first, no one in the town could believe it. But then her few enemies, among them Ann Putnam's mother, declared against her. On March 23rd, 1692, Rebecca Nurse was placed under arrest. The case was very nearly dismissed, but for a last-minute accusation made once again by Mrs. Putnam. On the strength of that, old Rebecca Nurse was finally brought to trial in Salem on June 29th, Chief Justice William Stoughton presiding. Even then, the townsfolk on the jury were not convinced. Mrs. Putnam and the girls who had testified against Rebecca were among the onlookers. A hush falls over the courtroom as Thomas Fisk, foreman of the jury, rises to deliver the verdict.
May it please the court, we find the defendant, Rebecca Nurse, not guilty.
That you and your fellow jurors reconsider your verdict.
Rebecca was cross-examined again about a remark she had made earlier in the trial. It involved a misunderstanding which, because of her deafness, she had been unable to clarify to the satisfaction of the court. Now, old and exhausted, she was questioned about it once more, but she was too worn out to defend herself, simply staring into space and making no reply. The jurors recessed once more. Now Thomas Fisk comes forward to deliver the final verdict.
We, the jurors, find Rebecca Nurse guilty.
So the law put itself at the disposal of this gathering madness. Before it was done, 19 would hang. Another, Giles Corey, would die a still more horrible death, and hundreds all over New England would be sent to jail, some for up to 7 years, languishing forgotten, long after the obsession with witchcraft had died away. Amid all this confusion, the farcical trials in which judge and jury gave in to the screaming of hysterical girls, amid fear and slander and random accusations, a few men stood out as heroes, steadfastly clinging to their reason and their principles, even in the shadow of the gallows. One of these was John Proctor. From the first, he refused to be swept up in the general panic. Unlike others, he saw the hounding of witches to be nonsense and said so. When his own servant girl was afflicted, he turned her over his knee and spanked her, temporarily curing her. His outspokenness attracted the attention of the girls. His pregnant wife Elizabeth was soon accused and haled into court as a witch. When he took the stand to defend her, he was denounced by one of the witnesses, Abigail Williams. By spectral evidence, she suddenly discovered that he too was a witch. And the other girls at once joined in. 52 people signed a petition on his behalf, but it was no use. In August 1692, this brave man and his wife were condemned and sent to jail. John's prophecy was coming true. The girls, he had said, will make devils of us all.
Witch! Witch! Witch!
By the summer of 1692, others all over New England, some 250 in all, had been thrown into prison. The accused sometimes sharing cells with their accusers, witnesses whom the girls had later turned upon and implicated. Rebecca Nurse, even after her ordeal in court, was not let alone. The girls claimed that her soul was escaping and tormenting them still, so the old woman was loaded down with chains, as if these would somehow trap her wandering spirit. She was charged for her chains, just as she and the other prisoners were charged for the food they ate. Even those who escaped hanging were in some cases bankrupted by their terms in prison. Here is Sarah Daston of Charlestown. Her neighbors denounced her as a witch. She was tried and found not guilty, but she was too poor to pay her court costs and so held. Her relatives were years in collecting the money to free her, and before they did so, she died, innocent and all but forgotten, in this cell. Here are John Proctor and his pregnant wife Elizabeth. John is writing a last letter to the friends who had tried to save him. In defending his wife and their unborn child, he has at least succeeded. Because of her pregnancy, the court will grant her a stay of execution, and she will be released after the witch madness has died down. John is less fortunate. He will hang within the fortnight on August 19th, along with George Burroughs and 3 others as guiltless as himself. And here is Tituba, the old slave, whose charms and tricks and tales told to pass a winter's afternoon were the start of it all. In fear of her insane masters, she has confessed and will eventually go free, never understanding what wrong she has done. Indeed, she did none, nor did any of the others. They were simply struck down by the dementia of their times, the way in ages to come men were to be struck down for holding the wrong political opinions, or for being of the wrong race. It is perhaps no accident that the Salem witch persecution began with a woman who was black, and that the devil himself at these trials was often referred to as the Black Man. Of all the 20 executed, the most piteous and stubbornly brave was Giles Corey. He was not blameless. He had believed in witches and even testified against his own wife. He was then accused himself. Under the law of those days, as he knew, to be a confessed witch meant to forfeit one's lands and one's fortune. Giles Corey determined to protect his heirs by never uttering a word in court. He was therefore condemned to the medieval torture of pressing, in which heavier and heavier weights were piled upon a man's chest until he either confessed or was crushed to death when his rib cage collapsed. Corey, a man of enormous strength, never gave in to his tormentors.
Giles Corey, wilt thou not speak and say yea or nay in thy behalf? What sayest thou? Speak!
More weight! More weight!
So be it then. More weight.
Others were more fortunate. They merely went to Gallows Hill. Among these was the Reverend George Burroughs, who was hanged on the same day as John Proctor. Burroughs, a former minister in Salem Village, had been arrested and brought back from Maine. His execution was presided over by Cotton Mather, who had come from Boston for the occasion. It was thought in those days that a witch could not recite the Lord's Prayer without a mistake. On the gallows, Burroughs gave this final proof of his innocence.
And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen.
Things had gone too far. Cotton Mather speaks.
The devil but speaks through the mouth of his servant. This man is guilty and shall hang. There shall be no reversals of justice in this place. Hangman, you may proceed.
So died George Burroughs, minister of the Lord, and 18 others in 1692, accused of witchcraft by enemies, superstitious neighbors, young girls in the grip of a vengeful hysteria. Once the witch mania had passed, it never came again to New England, and at its worst was never as bad as in Europe, where it is said millions were hanged or burned on suspicion of having made a compact with the devil. One might have asked then, and could still ask today, who is the devil? On whose side was he fighting? On whose side does he fight even now? Before the trials were over, one of the afflicted girls admitted that what she had done was done for sport. Later, other girls confessed, among them Anne Putnam, whose evil genius was perhaps as much her mother's as her own. Years afterward, in 1706, on the anniversary of a fast which the state of Massachusetts had declared in repentance for the Salem witch trials, Anne tried to make atonement for the terrible evil she had done. As she stood in her pew, Parson Joseph Green read her statement to the congregation, among whom sat the children of Rebecca Nurse.
I, Anne Putnam, desire to be humbled before God. It was a great delusion of Satan. I did it not out of any anger, malice, or ill will. And particularly, as I was a chief instrument of accusing good wife Nurse and her two sisters, I desire to lie in the dust and be humbled for it. I desire to lie in the dust and earnestly beg forgiveness of all those unto whom I have given just cause of sorrow.
So it all ended. We may take pride in the fact that in a world such as that of the 17th century, haunted by superstition, by dreams of magic and satanic evil, we gave way but once, and then only briefly, to our fears.
Alrighty, folks. Most witches recognize holidays that align with the cycles of nature. Here on this wall is a calendar which shows the major holidays that fall on solstices, equinoxes, and cross quarters. In the center is a depiction of the awakening god and goddess. The male form figure has no correlation with the devil, and the devil is not recognized by the religion. And one last time, I know it's a little bit weird, but I'm going to have you folks rotate and face this wall right over here. Room for a lot of people. We're going to finish off with our witch hunt wall, which shows a formula that can be used to describe the Salem witch trials, as well as 3 other 20th century American events.
It's so much fun.